What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. I'm Michigan Sports Talk here, and today is a special Monday edition. We usually talk about Michigan football, but Michigan basketball wins the Big Ten Tournament Championship as they run the table, winning 3 straight, beating Purdue, Maryland, and Wisconsin yesterday, 59-53 in the Big Ten Tournament Championship. And today we're going to be talking about the Wolverines' turnaround from losing 3 straight to end the regular season to winning the Big Ten tournament and now carry a ton of momentum going into the NCAA tournament. We go over what Dusty May had to say about not only the Big Ten tournament but also Michigan's draw in the NCAA tournament, what a couple players said, and also previewing Michigan's not only first round matchup but their path through the NCAA tournament. So let's go ahead and get right into it here. And what a Big Ten tournament for this team. Michigan started it off Friday night, beating Purdue 86-68. They destroyed Purdue, and they topped it off with an exciting win over Maryland, 81-80. Obviously, thanks to Donaldson's speed, went coast to coast for the win with 5 seconds left. And the Wolverines did deserve to win that game. They had some tough calls from the officials, but they overcame that. And then yesterday, was an ugly game against Wisconsin, but the Wolverines ended up going on a late run to end the game, and they ultimately prevail and win the Big Ten Tournament Championship. Came up with some clutch stops defensively, and also Danny Wolf, Donaldson coming up clutch late in the game as well in that one. But Michigan was dead in the water a week ago to many people, but they turn it around real quick and now carry, again, a ton of momentum going into the big dance. And what a job Dusty May has done in his first season, winning the Big Ten tournament, going 24-9 in his first season. Future is definitely bright. He's building something special here. But some Michigan players talked about winning the Big Ten tournament. Danny Wolf spoke on playing Wisconsin. He said it was definitely, they have great size up front. We've seen a lot of teams like that, I think, but they showed us some different things, and we tried taking what the game gave us. I just don't think shots were falling really in general in this game, and it was definitely a physical game. Donaldson said, this is a physical game. When it comes down to tournament time and winning, it's going to be physical because teams want it so bad. It's just the will to win. And Donaldson spoke about, what it means to win the championship. He said this is what we came here to do. And Danny Wolf said, obviously, that's why we all came here. We talked about doing these things in the summer whenever we were first together as a group. But he said, Coach May said it right in the post-game speech. We have a new season approaching. This was part 1, and we have part 2 coming up soon. And Dusty May talked post-game as well. He got asked, if he envisioned Michigan could win a Big Ten championship in year 1. He said, I knew it was possible because of the guys that were in our locker room. He said, I don't think I envisioned an actual championship, but I knew it was possible. But he said, there's also just so much that comes along the way with injuries and health and foul trouble or whatever the case. And speaking on a March Madness run, he said, we have a similar mindset. It's one and done, so it's not as if you can mimic the run, but I do think our fearless approach, I think our guys are unafraid of failure. They don't know what it is. We just keep going, and then when it gets late, then you have to start playing a little more time and score. But other than that, they just play. It's one thing with this Michigan team, they are certainly experienced in close games, which could pay dividends for them later here, and potentially for a deep run in March here. He also talked about turning the page quickly, though, to the NCAA tournament. He said absolutely, and I'm sure they're exhausted as well. 3 games in 3 days, and to fight as hard as they did, had some injuries, and we were down some bodies, so yeah. But they know that we have a high ceiling, and we don't feel like we've came anywhere close to reaching it, so we're just trying to get better, continue working, and once again, just enjoying that this group can continue on. And obviously, most of you guys already know, but Michigan did get a 5 seed. They will be taking on the number 12 seed UC San Diego, which obviously number 5 seed Big Ten champions. Doesn't really seem, it went in Michigan's favor there, especially with teams like Purdue, Maryland, and Wisconsin all receiving higher seeds than Michigan. But nonetheless, Dusty May, he said, I think we'll go out there with a little bit of extra edge, but this team is motivated intrinsically by the right thing. So like I said, we control what we can control. We're grateful to be a part of it. He did say, we're extremely excited to go to an amazing city. He said, I love Denver. Colorado, and just very grateful that this team can continue playing and have another opportunity in postseason play. So real quick here, we will go and preview the game against UC San Diego, which UC San Diego going to be a tough out for Michigan. It's going to be a tough matchup right off the bat in the first round, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Wanted to go back to the Big Ten tournament and just talk about these three games. I mean, Michigan saw an offensive explosion against Purdue. They went 51.7% from the field, and from three they shot 30.8%. They made 8 3-pointers in that one. Only had 6 turnovers and out rebounded Purdue 42-38. And against Maryland, Michigan went 38.9% from three, made 7 3-pointers, and went 47% from the field. They had 19 turnovers in that game, which was their downfall. But they also out rebounded Maryland 47-18. And obviously, with Michigan's guard play recently, man, Trey Donaldson stepping up, Reuben Jones has stepped up a little bit, and Amari Burnett has been playing really good. Roddy Gale Jr. has been playing much better recently, and LJ Kaysen in the championship game against Wisconsin had 8 points, 1 assist, and 5 rebounds, and really gave the Wolverines a spark there. Obviously, it was an offensive struggle for both teams in that championship game. Michigan went 9 for 33 from 3 and only 32.2% from the field. They did get out-rebounded 46-40, but the Wolverines only had 8 turnovers in that game, so 2 out of the 3 games they played in the Big Ten tournament, they had single-digit turnovers. If the Wolverines can keep that up in the NCAA tournament, and if their guards, Reuben Jones, Trey Donaldson, Roddy Gale Jr. can continue to play at a high level, this team can go far. It's pretty evident, Michigan is going to have a size advantage here in most of their games with Danny Wolf and Vlad Goldin. If they can just have the guard play step up like they did in the Big Ten tournament, this team can make a run. But again, it starts against UC San Diego, which is a tough number 12 seed for the Wolverines, but it's going to be number 5 Michigan taking on number 12 UC San Diego, 10 p.m. Eastern time on TBS on Thursday. Michigan right now only favored by 2.5 in this game, and it's mainly because UC San Diego is a 30-4 team. They've blown some teams out. Granted, they haven't really played that many great teams. They've only played 5 games against top 100 teams on KenPom, going 3-2 in those games, but they do win by an average score of 77.9 to 62.8, a 15-point margin. They've also currently won 15 straight games heading into the NCAA tournament, but the Wolverines are hot too, and also Michigan has done really well against mid-major opponents this season. They've won 5 such contests this season on an average margin of 35.4, but UC San Diego will challenge Michigan, but again, Michigan has the size advantage, a big size advantage over them, and they're going to have that size advantage in many of these games here in this tournament. It's one of Michigan's biggest advantages here, and they need to utilize that. That's going to be key to their success this tournament. And heading into, UC San Diego's or the UC San Diego game, their starting lineup, they go 6'4", 6'5", 6'6", 6'6", and 6'8", while Michigan has 2 7-footers in their starting lineup. So it's going to be a massive size advantage for Michigan. They have to take advantage of that and really do it early in the game to, get an early lead. And then again, like I said, if Michigan has the guard play like they did in the Big Ten tournament, especially the clutch shots from Trey Donaldson, man, this team can go as far as the guard play goes here in the NCAA tournament. And the Wolverines, they are in a tough bracket. Even if they do beat UC San Diego, they're still going to have a tough matchup in the second round between either Texas A&M or Yale. Texas A&M, obviously a good team from the SEC, one of the toughest conferences, and then Michigan is also in Auburn's bracket. They'll have to play Auburn most likely in the Sweet 16, and then also a potential matchup against Michigan State in the Elite 8. If both teams make it to the Elite 8, they will be facing off against each other for a spot in the Final Four, which would be absolutely crazy. So let me know what you guys think about Michigan's side of the bracket. Obviously got some tough matchups. Should be good for this team though, and again, should just be, a slight edge. Feeling disrespected at getting a 5 seed instead of at least a 4, but to me they deserved a 3 seed after their run in the Big Ten tournament. Doesn't really make any sense how Purdue gets a 4 seed, and even Wisconsin Wisconsin getting a 3 seed, but Michigan, they get stuck with a 5 seed. But nonetheless, it doesn't matter. Going into the tournament, just got to win, find a way to win in advance. But I tell you what, right now, this team is going to have a lot of momentum going into the tournament. They should have a slight edge as well, being a 5 seed, probably feeling disrespected. And obviously, Dusty May, he's been here before with FAU. He's brought them to the Final Four, and he just proved it again why he's such a great coach, going and winning the Big Ten tournament when, you know, really everybody was doubting them because they were dead in the water a week ago, but they turn it around real quick here, and now it's time for the big dance. Absolutely cannot wait. And let me know what you guys think about Michigan's draw in the NCAA tournament and also their turnaround in the Big Ten tournament. Michigan winning the Big Ten tournament championship, beating Wisconsin as the Wolverines are Big Ten champs in year 1 under Dusty May, as they are bringing that trophy home, cut down some nets, and they're going to be raising a banner in the Chrysler Center. You love to see it. But with that, that's going to wrap up this video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to go ahead, drop a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more if you are new around here. I greatly appreciate it, and we will see you guys in the next video. Go Blue.